Hi guys, Lisa here. So this is my first ever YouTube video, woo. So I wanted to use this video to talk about body shaming, which I believe is full of negativity nowadays, and it needs to be talked about, to be honest. So, I mean, really, why do we shame people for being confident in their own skin? It doesn't make any sense to me, because every single human being on this planet is insecure about something on their body, where it be their arms, their shoulders, their chest, their legs, with the fact that they don't have a big enough thigh gap or a big enough bum, you know? Every single person has insecurities, but why does it matter? Why are we so obsessed with this fantasy of having the perfect body? It doesn't make any sense. You do realise that every single image that you see on a magazine cover, a billboard, you know, that's been photoshopped and retouched and airbrushed to fit the idea of what one person's idea of what the perfect body should be. You know, we class these celebrities, you know, as perfect, yet in reality, they're no different to you or I. They're just people, you know, human beings with insecurities, but we keep them in a little bubble to protect ourselves, but we don't need to do that, because they're just human beings and they have insecurities the same as you or I. So a couple of days ago, I was roaming on YouTube and I watched a video that showed an ordinary woman posing as a model being transformed into an unworldly, stunning woman. You know, she had the regular amount of fat on her, she was normal size, she was, you know, an ordinary woman. But within minutes, she was transformed and manipulated into a woman with longer legs, longer hair, a darker skin tone, bigger eyes, you know, flatter chest. Within minutes, she was manipulated into what we see and what is perceived as, you know, the perfect body. At the end of this video, I was completely and utterly shocked, because she bore absolutely no resemblance to what she looked like originally. And that got me thinking, and I thought, well, she was nowhere near, you know, it didn't make sense to use her, because she was manipulated and transformed in such a way. You know, she was nothing like the person she was at the end. So I thought, well, why don't they just use CGI? They might as well have, because she looked absolutely nothing like it. You know, in the film industry now, we have motion capture and we have things like green screens and CGI. Well, why don't we just use that if we're going to manipulate people and we're going to change people's bodies and we're going to not use their original features, which are beautiful anyway? Why are we doing this? Why are we manipulating people into something that they're not? Why are we doing this? Doesn't this scare you? Doesn't it scare you? Because I think it should. Because as a 17-year-old girl living in the society and growing up in it, it scares me. The fact that these editors can transform the normal, regular body within minutes. Doesn't it make you wonder that any image we see nowadays, if that is even real? You know, do these celebrities that we see on the TV, do these actors, these models, do they actually look like they are? Do they actually look like they are in real life? It should scare you. I mean, shouldn't we be trying to create a positive atmosphere and a positive outlook and a positive mindset for these future generations? And even my generation. We have to teach one another to love and cherish our bodies. We need to cherish what we have and not look across and judge people who aren't perfect. These people aren't perfect. These people are not perfect because we have to manipulate them. You know, these people that society deem as perfect people, they're not real. They're just in our imagination. Feeling sad or angry isn't going to change genetics and DNA that we were born with. If I was born to be 5'4", you know, and I don't try and be 6'2", because there's nothing I can do about it. I have to work with what I've got. The only person that can make you feel good about what you have is you. There's no such thing as something that is perfect, in my opinion. Everybody sees things differently and everyone has different genetics, so we all have a different idea of what perfect is. It's one of the reasons why we're all born differently. It's why we find different people attractive and why the world keeps going. Because we find different people attractive and we find different people attractive enough to love. And we love our uniqueness. And that's what people love. And that is what makes us perfect, if we're going to use the word perfect. None of us are this amazing specimen, this perfect specimen. Not you, not I. But we all have something special that makes us who we are. And this comes from our flaws and imperfections. I only recently became happy and had become more confident with how I feel and my flaws and imperfections. But I'm happier now because I decided, why was I living a life that I was not happy with? Why was I doing that to myself? I was just hurting myself. Why am I trying to live up to these people when I can just be me? It doesn't make any sense. Why was I torturing myself trying to be someone else when that's not who I am? It doesn't make any sense. Why am I trying to manipulate myself by, you know, keeping my hair long or wearing a certain colour of jumper or, you know, wearing Nike trainers? Why am I doing that? Because I'll just be like everyone else. And then my uniqueness will be lost. I love my flaws now. I do, because it makes me human and it makes me happy with who I am. And these flaws and imperfections are what make us different and what make us who we are. So why do we airbrush them? Why do we Photoshop them? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why are we allowing ourselves to be kept in this little bubble in society where society isn't allowing us to do what we want to do, you know? So why do we shame people's bodies? Why shame their flaws and imperfections or what makes them unique? Body shaming is not helping anyone. Not you, not I, or the generations to come. So please, 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 if you have decided to stick out this YouTube video, which I am very grateful about of you hearing my opinions, maybe you've understood or maybe a light bulb has come on, but when you're scrolling next on social media or looking on a magazine or, you know, just looking on the TV, looking something to watch on a Sunday evening at 7 o'clock after tea, you know, don't feel sad or angry at the fact that you can't be like your idol or this perfect persona of what society is telling us we should be like. Don't feel sad about this. Feel happy, because you are being allowed to shine. You are being allowed to shine. You're being allowed to shine. You're being allowed to have your identity, being allowed to have your uniqueness, your flaws, your imperfections. These models aren't. They're not allowed to have this because they are airbrushed and photoshopped, and these actors and actresses are airbrushed, photoshopped, manipulated to become something they're not. So just feel happy about yourself, or even smile at yourself in the mirror, because your imperfections is what makes you perfect. These magazines brush away them. Why would we want to be like that if they want to brush away what makes us unique? Just smile. Please, just smile. Just look in the mirror for 2 seconds of the day. It doesn't take any time. Just look in the mirror and smile, because what else have you got to lose? You can only be who you are, no one else. Thank you guys for sticking around. That was my body shaming video, and I'm very, very, very grateful that you all have decided to like or subscribe. Please subscribe, more videos are going to be along on the way. I will be extremely, extremely grateful if you subscribe or share this video if you feel like you've learned something, and I am very grateful that you've decided to spend some time actually just watching me and listening to me. Okay, thank you.